Alexandra Grant. Alexandra Grant, born April 4, 1973, is an American visual artist who examines language and written texts through painting, drawing, sculpture, video, and other media. She uses language and exchanges with writers as a source for much of that work. Grant examines the process of writing and ideas based in linguistic theory as it connects to art and creates visual images inspired by text and collaborative group installations based on that process. She is based in Los Angeles, American visual artist, born 1973. Early life and education. Grant was born in Ohio on April 4, 1973. Her father was a Scottish geology professor who had moved to Ohio's Oberlin College in 1969. Her mother was an American political science professor, foreign service diplomat, and educational administrator based in Africa and the Middle East. Her parents, who both spent time in Africa, divorced when she was young, and she lived with her mother, who was based in Mexico City. In Mexico City, she attended a British school that was made up of a multinational student body. When she was 11 years old, Grant attended a boarding school, the Thomas Jefferson School, in St. Louis, Missouri, for a year. Shortly thereafter, she moved with her mother to Paris, where she attended the International School of Paris. From these experiences in various locations in Europe and the Middle East, Grant is multilingual and speaks English, Spanish, and French. In 1990, Grant graduated high school from Phillips Exeter Academy, an exclusive private boarding school in Exeter, New Hampshire. In 1995, Grant graduated from Swarthmore College with a BA in History and Studio Art. In 2000, Grant graduated from San Francisco's California College of the Arts with an MFA in Drawing and Painting. Career. In 2007, Grant had her first solo exhibition at the Museum of Contemporary Art, MOCA, in Los Angeles, curated by Alma Ruiz. A catalog from the exhibition features Grant's large-scale works on paper, an essay on Grant's work by Ruiz, and an essay that inspired Grant by the French writer and philosopher Cixous. Grant's artworks joined a multi-artist show in Tel Aviv in 2008, titled From and About Place, Art from Los Angeles. Grant's work has been described as a radical collaboration, that is, work made in collaboration with the text and work of other writers and artists, and is often participatory and ongoing. The longest exchange has been with the pioneering writer of hypertext fiction, Michael Joyce. The paintings and sculpture based on Joyce's texts, using them as scores or scripts to interpret rather than follow, have been the subject of at least 3 series. The latter quartet shown at MOCA in 2007, the 6 portals shown at Honor Fraser Gallery in 2008, and Bodies shown at Honor Fraser Gallery in 2010. In 2008, she participated in Edgar Arsenois Watts House Project, a nonprofit group that aimed to renovate houses across the Watts Towers in Los Angeles. Each of the households who agreed to participate in the project was appointed a team of an artist and an architect to remodel their homes. The initial plan for Grant's Love House was to build a large construction of her brand's logo, LOVE, over the house. However, years passed with no major constructions taking place to any of the houses, and a dispute with the IRS and the Watts House project in general has prevented it to come to fruition. Grant resigned from the project's board but is still raising funds in order to complete the Love House. In 2013, Grant collaborated on 20 series of exhibitions with Cixous, based on the latter's book Philippines. The Fort Interior Forest exhibition first took place at 18th Street Arts Center in Santa Monica and at Main Sturbs in St. Ouen, France. Participants joined Grant in creating large-scale drawings of Cixous's novel, which touched on many themes including telepathy in Cixous and the work of Jacques Derrida and Sigmund Freud. Grant and Cixous spoke about their telepathic relationship in 2013 as part of a conversation from Main Sturbs to Nottingham Contemporary. In 2016, 18th Street Arts Center published The Fort Interior Forest to thank the many participants in the project, a catalog which includes photographs of both exhibitions and essays by Cixous, Grant, curator Pilar Tompkins Rivas, Robert Nashuk, and a transcription of Grant's 2013 conversation with Cixous. In 2013, Grant continued this work in the series called Century of the Self. The first exhibition was drawn to language at USC's The Fisher Museum in 2013, followed by a show at Laura Reynolds Gallery in Austin, TX in 2014, at the 2015 Venice Biennial in an exhibition called We Must Risk Delight, 20 artists from Los Angeles, and in a two-person exhibition with Steve Roden at the Pasadena Museum of California Art that was called These Carnations Defy Language. These works were inspired by the documentary film Century of the Self by BBC documentarian Adam Curtis in 2015. Grant exhibited her work in a painting called Antigone 3000, inspired by the Greek myth, and specifically a phrase in Sophocles' play where Antigone confronts her uncle Crinthking and says, "I was born to love, not to hate." Works from Antigone 3000 have been shown at the Barnstable Arts Center. When Grant won the City of Los Angeles Mid-Career Artist Award (COLA) in 2015 and most recently in 2017 at the Los Angeles County Museum of Art (LACMA) as part of the exhibition LA Exuberance, Recent Gifts by Artists in 2017. Grant wrote, "The text for Antigone is me with her sister, Florence Grant," which is meant to capture the ancient Greek myth Antigone in a contemporary scene. The exhibit was a community-based project installation held at the Eastern Star Gallery at the Archer School for Girls in Los Angeles. Grant has cited Arbequita as an influence. Grant has worked as a professor. From 2009 to 2011, she was an adjunct professor at Art Center College of Design, Pasadena, CA. In 2010, Grant taught an MFA seminar at Cal State Northridge, and from 2013 to 2014 was a mentor in the Pacific Northwest College of Arts Distance MFA program. In 2015, Grant was an MFA program mentor at Syracuse University and co-taught a course with Isabel Lutterot at Ashizi University in Accra, Ghana in 2015, as part of a residency at the Bemis Center for Contemporary Art in Omaha, Nebraska. Grant directed a documentary film called Taking Lena Home. The film was about returning a stolen tombstone to rural Nebraska in 2009. Grant met actor Keanu Reeves at a social event. This led to Ode to Happiness, published by Gerhard Stiedel in early 2011, Grant's first collaboration with Reeves. It was Grant's first artist book and Reeves's first book as a writer. In 2016, Grant and Reeves reunited for their second collaboration, Shadows, a book and suite of photographic images printed by Stiedel in Germany. The photographs were exhibited at a CME gallery in Los Angeles and Ochi Gallery in Sun Valley, ID. As part of the release of the book, Grant did a collaboration with artist Alia Raza for Issue magazine that featured fashion and shadows. In 2017, Grant, alongside designer Jessica Fleischman and Keanu Reeves, established a small publishing company called X Artists Books, sometimes abbreviated XAB. In November 2019, Grant and Reeves appeared as a couple on the red carpet of the LACMA Art Film Gala, prompting media coverage of their romantic relationship. Grant's friend Jennifer Tilly said they had been dating for several years. Grant and Reeves had already been photographed as a couple in Switzerland attending the UNAIDS Gala in June 2016 and several other times afterward. Selected awards and honors. 2011 California Community Foundation Fellowship for Visual Artists, FVA Fellow Mid-Career Artist Grant, 18th Street Arts Center, Santa Monica, CA. Residency, Bemis Center for Contemporary Art, Omaha, NE. Residency, City of Los Angeles Cultural Affairs Department, COLA 2015. Individual Artists Fellowship, SOM in Mexico City, Mexico. Residency, Vermont Studio Center, Johnson, VT. Visiting Artist, Fort Interior Forest, 18th Street Arts Center, Santa Monica, CA. and Mains d'Oeuvres, St. Ouen, France 2016. Ghost Town, 20th Bienal de Art Pays, Guatemala City, Guatemala. Collaboration with the poet Vania Vargas on a large-scale participatory drawing project. Antigone is You Is Me, Eastern Star Gallery, Archer School for Girls, Los Angeles, CA 2019. Born to Love, Lowell Ryan Projects, Los Angeles, CA 2012. Postscript, Writing After Conceptual Art, Museum of Contemporary Art, Denver, CO 2012. Drawing Surrealism, Los Angeles County Museum of Art, Los Angeles, CA 2013. Drawn to Language, work entitled Century of the Self, USC Fisher Museum of Art, Los Angeles, CA 2014, postscript, Writing After Conceptual Art, MSU Broad Museum at Michigan State University, East Lansing, MI 2015, These Carnations Define Language by Alexandra Grant and Steve Roden, Pasadena Museum of California Art, Pasadena, CA. Selected works. 2004, She Taking Her Space after Michael Joyce's He Taking the Space of Museum of Contemporary Art, MOC Los Angeles, CA 2007, Wallpaper La Escalera al Cielo, Museum of Contemporary Art, MOC Los Angeles, CA 2016, Shadow 5, After Keanu Reeves's You Are Not Here Not Even, Blanton Museum of Art, Austin, TX,